today's topic is all about animated emails or animated GIFs.
How long does people typically take to read the email? Like few seconds. And when you have few seconds to grasp people's attention, do not distract them.
Do they or do they not trigger spam filters? Where do you get these GIFs for free?
GIF or GIF?
I'm sure you've seen them in your inboxes. You love them. Most of you, some of you might not be big fans, but you definitely can't ignore them because this like animated GIFs are everywhere. What's your, Andrei? How do you feel about GIFs?
Vera, so first question before we start, is it GIF or GIF?
Yeah, I don't think we will be able to settle this debate, Andrei, because I know, we had this conversation with our Flowium team, with designers and everyone. I don't know. I say GIF. What's your way to pronounce it?
No, I said GIF as well, but do you know the backstory and what it's all about?
I have no idea. I know that some very knowledgeable people call it GIF. Some call it GIF. I don't think there is like a proper way to pronounce it. My personal thinking, I call it GIF because basically the word GIF, it stands for graphic interchange format. So it's like not graphic, it's graphic. That's why I say GIF, but I've heard like all kinds of ways to pronounce it.
Yeah, but the story started when they call it this format of image like soft G, and then it becomes somehow the name from the peanut butter GIF, GIF.
Right.
And when they call it soft G, they convert it to gift with a T, so like gifting, and they drop the T, so it's like become a GIF. So it's like, honestly, both versions is like right, because originally it was GIF, and then it was converted to GIF.
Yeah, Andrei, I don't think we will be able to settle the debate on how to pronounce it correctly today on this podcast.
It's a right pronunciation in both cases, like, potato.
Potato. Speaking of potato, that's like I'm practicing my best like British pronunciation here now. So that's like something that's something on my bucket list as well, to learn to sound British this year. So let's see.
Are you 1987, like a year of born? Like when did you born?
1991, but thank you for adding 5 years to my date of birth.
Oh, wow!
1991.
I'm sorry. No, I'm 1987. Sorry. Like for some reason I thought we were the same age.
I'm the 90s kid. Yeah.
No, because the GIF was invented in 1987. So it's like now for me it's easier to remember.
Insane. That's insane. Yeah, it was like one of the actually first ways to like introduce some animations into the web page back in the old days of 80s and 90s, back in the dark ages of 80s and 90s. But I mean, we still use it. We still use this amazing format. This is probably like the main and the easiest way to animate your emails. What's your take on that, Andrei? Do you love having this like animated parts of the emails? Like, are they too distracting for you? What's your take here?
It depends. Everything what you just named is all correct, but it depends. Some brands use it like wisely. For example, we have few examples, and if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll show it to you. But somebody like Headspace or Asana. Headspace or Asana, they have a like very nice GIF layout, so they have well-designed emails and strategically placed GIFs which support their message, versus there's other brands who they think they just need to place a GIF and they either place too many GIFs or it's not relevant to the context of the email, and it's distracting, but distracting in the bad way, not distracting to capture your attention, but distract you to kind of like move on with to another email.
Yeah, no, I totally see your point. And first of all, I think this, like Asana is doing an amazing job with their, like animations and, Headspace. They are so cool because like Headspace is, for those of you who don't know, this is like a meditation app. And in their like emails with the use of this like little cute animations, they explain like complex topics. Like how would you explain like visually anxiety, or how would you explain like meditation or something in the form of an image? And they are doing an excellent job of like doing that with like the picture, with the medium of this like picture, which is amazing. But let's go back to the basics. Let's talk in general about all of the benefits of animated GIF, or of animated GIFs in emails. Andre, what's your number one reason to use GIFs in the emails? Why do you think people should use them when used correctly?
I would say it's a new, it's an advanced version of call to action, or like advanced version. So it's not a button or static text or image. It's a animated. So it's a CTA, but on steroids, which supposed to the hypothesis to improve click-through rate in your email. So after person opens your email, read it, sees the animation, they want to click on it if it's designed properly.
Right. They say that the picture says 1,000 words. I think the animated picture can say even more. So I'm just like looking at this like really cool example by this brand called Moo. And I really love how they used their like animated images for grabbing your your subscribers' attention. So I really, really love what they've done here. You guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, go and check it out. For those of you who are not watching, the email says, chop that melon in the header. And then there are like two moving hands that are like showing how they chop the melon or whatever. It's just like a really cool attention grabbing tool, I think, in their case. So I really love what they've done there.
First of all, it's disruption, because you're like, it stops you and you're like, oh, hold on, what is all about? Because it's like, first of all, like extremely cool design, simple but cool design. And I love the call to action, like, hi, how do you like even like say hiya, like you know when you chop something with your hands, like in karate, you make that sound like hey-ya.
No, it's super cool. I really love what they've done. And it's like it's different. Like when you open something like this and it like you see it in your inbox, it grabs your attention immediately because it's so clean yet different, and I love that.
I don't like one thing about this example that we're showing, like in terms of GIFs, it's perfect. But in terms of like email, like there's like 5, 7, there's 7 call to action in the header. So it's like, I mean, come on, people. Can you just move that menu style, website menu style to the bottom of the email? Yeah, like I don't know why people do that. It's like, oh, more is better, but it's controversial. Less is more.
Well, I kind of can understand why they're doing that. They think that by giving their customers more option to click on, they will increase the click-through rates. And in some cases, it does work, but in majority of the cases, it's just like a paradox of choice, right? When you have like a lot of things to choose from, you just like choose neither, and you move on to your next email.
I don't know the statistics, but how long does people typically take to read the email? Like few seconds. And when you have few seconds to grasp people's attention, do not distract them. Do not distract with like what? Help and FAQ. Like what the? Are you serious? Like why do you need that in the header of this email?
Right. I mean, this email in general, I don't use this service, Moo. I don't know what they are actually doing, but I don't necessarily understand what this email is about, but maybe their customers do. So, but that's like a topic of another email, the CTAs, where to place, or another podcast, the CTAs, where to place them, what to do and what not to do. But I think they actually did an amazing job with like, grabbing your customers' attention, through this app.
Another benefit of using GIFs in your email is to showcase your product, especially products where you need to see how they work. I love the example Solo Stoves, the brand which just purchased a year or two ago, Chubbies, the shirt, Chubbies, and we spoke about them a lot on this podcast. But I love how they show their fire pits and how they burn. If a static image, it looks like just any other fire pit. But when you see how it burns and it's smokeless, you see that it's like the fire, but there's no smoke, and fire goes kind of inside. So it's like that picture nice fire, and the family sits around this. So this is one of the way to show how your product works.
Right. Or even like some brands are using GIFs to like show how to use the product. For example, there's this like brand that sells reusable plastic bags or like reusable bags for shopping. So basically their entire idea is to create this like bags to have long, useful lives. And but you need to take like a special care of these bags because of the material they made of. And this company called Bagu, they actually created this super cool email where they show how to wash their bags. So they show like step 1, machine wash in like a cold water. Step 2, like don't dry them in the dryer machine, but put them on like a drying line. Or like step 3, this is how to fold them. Step 4, this is how to use them. And it's all done in this like form of a really cute, fun, animated video. So instead of providing you this like long and boring, like instructions on how to use it, they just like animated it and made it fun. And I love that. I love that.
Want to discover how much money your email marketing can actually bring you? If that's the case, let our team of email marketing experts show you how. With our free email marketing audit, we'll conduct a comprehensive analysis of your email marketing efforts, provide you with an action plan, and show you how to effectively segment and convert your audience. Simply go to flowium.com/audit and book your audit today.
So also GIF is all about movement. So by including GIFs, you can make it your email more dynamic. Since not many, actually majority of inbox providers do not support video, GIF is the closest thing to the video. And when you add movement, as I said before, your click-through rate will be increased, and it's easier to tell the story about what you're trying to say in the email.
Yeah, you can fit so much in the visual, right? When it's like animated. I really love this example by Strava. Like in general, I think their emails are so cool. They like so badass. They show beautifully what this entire brand is about. And while they don't show you like the app itself, they like showcase this like different cool images from the community, from the races and stuff like that. And it's like it's dynamic. I almost can hear like a music when I look at this emails, and I think this is like so cool. Yeah, no, I mean, there are like a lot of ways to basically use them. There are like a lot of benefits of using this product. And I think Apple was using them a lot when they are like showing off some like products and features. And like a lot of other brands were using them as well. Andriy, all of these things are amazing, but like, what about the cons? I know like a few cons that are kind of up there for me. Do you have any like cons of using the GIFs?
So one of the con that I know, you cannot make the background transparent, for example, especially when you have a GIF with text. Let's say it's like 20% off, and you want to start to be flash. To flash, like flashing, or to do some colors, the background cannot be transparent. And why it's an issue, especially for black mode, when people use black mode, you cannot adjust it. It would be the one background color, whatever you pick. So it's not adjustable. So when you design the GIF, you need to think about it.
Right. But like I heard that, and I've obviously like never experienced it myself, but I heard that GIFs cannot be super friendly if you're trying to do the accessibility friendly email, right? So some people who say have like epilepsy, it may like trigger some processes. So they're like not super accessibility friendly, the GIFs. Then also other things that there is like a whole debate about it on the internet. Do they or do they not trigger spam filters? And honestly, Andre, I don't have an opinion about that. Like, what do you know about this thing?
They can, but it's not because they are GIFs, but because they are image. So if they can trigger spam filter as any other image. So you need to compare GIF, it's an image. So when you send email to your subscribers, and if it's not well formatted, and there's many things go into account what triggers spam filter, not just like, oh, I will include image and I will not include image and it will go to spam. No, there's a lot of things that adds up, and sometimes maybe that including the image in your email might kind of tip the scale to the trigger the spam filters. Of course we do not know the all spam filter algorithm, but we have like the best practices. My take, and I read many blog posts and forums about this. My take: if you do everything properly in your emails, you do not use spam words, your dedicated sending domain is set up, you have unsubscribe, you have you are sending to engaged list, it should not trigger the spam filter.
Right. But another thing about GIFs is they are heavy. I mean, they are not heavy, but they are heavier than just like a regular static images quite often. So if you like add a few of them into the email, you can go over that like 100 KB size limit for the email, and then your email can get clipped, and it can trigger this like whole thing where you won't have an unsubscribe link, or because it's like normally at the bottom of your email, and your email will be sent to spam because people will not be able to unsubscribe from it. So be careful with that. Do not overuse them for sure. But I don't think that the image itself is the problem. It's just like you said, Andre, it's like a complex of things that you're doing. Have you, Andre, seen this? Like sometimes people use GIFs in the signature of the emails, not just like brands, but just like professional emails and stuff like that. Have you seen it? Like people using like little GIFs at the signature part of the emails?
Yeah, so even our like
So
Flowium emails, the signature, the new signature, I don't even have it because I don't know how to get it in my own company. But we updated our signature, so I still use the old one, but the new one we have where it says Flowium, and the beginning that icon, it's flying. So we have signature, the new signature, where it flies one time and goes back.
Right, because I know that some people, they do think that this thing does not look very professional. This is like one of the cons of using GIFs in your emails, that it does not have that like professional feeling to it. But I personally disagree. I think that they look fun and they convey the message. Yeah.
Me too. I disagree because people, when they think about GIFs and professionalism, they think that goofy GIFs, like about some Office, some meme from Office with those people like doing something. But GIFs can, let's say you're manufacturing or some kind of factory, or you produce chemicals and you work only with enterprise level clients, and you want to send it. Maybe it's not about like goofy images, but maybe show the process, how you develop some product, or how your supply chain works. So I believe there's a place in the professional world in B2B to show the process, how either your product works or how you develop something.
Right. If we talk about the structure of the email itself, I've seen this like GIFs to be used in like different parts of the emails. Obviously, the most popular one is the hero image. It's very popular if you like showcase multiple products or you just want to bring customers' attention to the message in the hero image, or very often brands even use it in the hero image to basically convey the longer message. But you can honestly use it like anywhere. Have you, Andre, seen this like animated product blocks or something that brands are using sometimes?
Yes.
Instead, they are so cool. I love them. Honestly, I love them.
Especially they work amazingly with clothing brands, like fashion brands, because they show you from different angles. I was just watching a video where the guy was designing email, and he shows leggings and show from different angles, so you can see how they fit better with from different angles.
Yeah, I actually saw this one clothing brand. They are actually from Ukraine, but I just loved what they done. Actually, some of the subscribers asked them, "Can you show me how this pair of jeans sit on like a person of like size 8 person or whatever?" Or they just asked, "Can you show how this jeans sit?" And then the brand like literally made the picture of like pair of jeans sitting on the armchair without a person. It's just like a wordplay, you know. But they had like a lot of fun with it. But I really do how you can like showcase like the item in different on like different people, in different like scenarios and stuff like that. Yeah, it's huge for fashion brands. But I work with like one of those brands that sell like cheese and wine, and we just like showcased like the piece of cheese from different angles. It was like moving, and we showed it in like a different light and like with different wines and stuff like that. And I felt like it's just like added that like extra layer of luxury to the email, because you're showcasing the product from different ways, and like it's worth your attention, you know. So I just really loved how we used it for the cheese brand too.
So there's a brand called Avaline. There's a very famous celebrity, but I'm bad with the names. She was playing Angels of Charlie, the Cameron Diaz, I believe. The lady
the
with
blonde
a big smile. And,
yes, Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, and I just put it in the mirror so you can watch they sell wine. I mean, organic wine without sulfates. When you drink a lot, you don't have a headache. But probably I drink even too much of a lot, so I had a headache anyway. So don't drink a lot. But they send it on a Friday. They show a lady with a glass of wine, kind of like
dancing and relaxing, right?
Dancing like it's a Friday. You can catch the vibe, and it's a hero image, and like that animation stronger than any copy, you know, like, because I know that feeling, like sometimes on a Friday you want just a glass of wine or a glass of beer, but in their case it's wine, and you just want to relax. And it's like, it was so strategically thoughtful on a Friday afternoon, wine, this image. So I think this is perfect.
No, it's a perfect example. I really love also when brands are using this GIFs in the footer as well. The headers, obviously, it's a very popular place to use it, but I really do like when they use it in the footers. With like a lot of my brands, we use it to showcase different reviews, like to showcase different reviews or to showcase different like social media posts and stuff like that. It just like adds that a little bit of dynamic to the email, and it also brings the attention to like other parts of the email other than like hero image and CTA. So yeah, we use it quite a lot. But I really like this example that you, Andre, shared. Cool. Popular question that we do get all the time: where do you get these GIFs for free? I mean, I don't even know how to like answer this question because, well, first of all, you can make it yourself with like the tools like Canva or just like in Photoshop and stuff like that. But you can also download them, right, Andre? From like
so
different resources.
The interesting thing, you cannot download, let's say there is football game or something from internet, you cannot just download and use it in your emails. So if it's a big I don't know, like even celebrity thing, you cannot just download a picture of Madonna and put it in your email, because you might have issues. And many of our clients, not many of our clients, at least one of our clients had the issue where he used by accident, I don't know how, he used a picture of one lady and she sued him of using that. Yeah. So because you're not allowed. I cannot use I cannot use legally your picture in my email. Because I'm making
my picture, money. Of course. But what about Michael Scott from The Office? I just feel like there are... it's interesting that you mention it. It's so interesting because I see people doing it all the time. Like I literally can... Wow,
but people's brand's probably too small to get an issue. And this is not a question if, it's just a question when you get in trouble. But here's the interesting thing. If you use it as a GIF, it's okay.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah. So here, this was shocking to me. And there was cases where like even Olympics and NFL was trying to sue people, but they did not win. So if you use it as a GIF, let's say the same Madonna as a GIF with the tags and blah, 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 it's okay to use it. But it's not okay to use it as an image.
I'm confused. Like what makes GIF different from like a static image? Like legally speaking, it's like the same person. It's like,
by the way, we are not lawyers here. We're not giving you
we're just
legal
play pretend lawyers.
No, we're not even playing pretending lawyers. We're just discussing that. I have no answer for you here, but this is
That's
what
a good one.
I research. I research it, and this is what that's why you can see many like 50 cents. There's like, you can see it's fine to use memes for some reason, but it's not fine to use Justin Bieber. You can see it as a meme. But if you post the same picture as your own, like in your email, it would not be okay.
Wait, so again, I can use memes, I can use GIFs, but I can't use just like a static image of a person. Even if I provide like
my hypothesis, and by the way, if you know any information, please comment under this video or like go to our WhatsApp, flowium.com/WhatsApp, and let us know if you have more information about this. But my hypothesis, because you're taking something original and you're modifying, so it becomes your own. This is my hypothesis. I'm not 100% sure, but
interesting.
Like the latest one was Justin Bieber, for example. You know, when he's like in a hoodie and his girlfriend or wife, she's like in the dress.
Right.
And I don't think you can use this image in your email or on a website, but you can use it as a meme. Like all over internet, you can see it. Everybody uses.
Interesting. That's such a gray area, to be honest, because like at some point someone turned that image into the meme, right? So someone broke the law at some point, and then we can use all of these memes and use it in our emails. So that's very interesting.
But going back to where you can find the image or how you can create it. So first of all, we have a YouTube video about creating GIFs, and I show how to use Canva to do that. But for that, you need Pro plan, which $10 per month. But also there's other versions. It's called Giphy website, where you can upload multiple images, and it will create from those multiple images as GIF for you, and you can set up the speed with which it's playing. And another options, popular one, you can type in Google, and under the search bar, there's option for images, and it's like small, large, medium, and GIF. And you can select GIF, and it will show you all the results for GIFs. You are able to download it and put it in your email. And just to add it, because it's also a very common question, how do you add those GIFs to your email? So any ESP, any email marketing platform that you use, MailChimp, Klaviyo, ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, it's a simple. There's one in a drag and drop edit thing. There's image. You don't need anything extra. It's an image. You just drop it and you upload from your computer your GIF.
Yeah, and what is beautiful about this format that, first of all, it's like as easy to upload it to your ESP as regular image, honestly, but also it's like recognizable by all of the platforms, all of this services, Gmail, Yahoo, everyone will recognize them. There were some like older Outlook versions where you were not able to see the GIF. So they were basically, I think, turning the GIF into the regular image. So you were able to see just like the first screen of the GIF or like the first part of the GIF. But like, as far as I know, and I might be wrong, so if I'm wrong, just like let me know in the comments. But as far as I know, all of the updated versions, they all do support GIF, and GIF is a very old format,
so
right?
Outlook does not support the desktop version from 2006 to 2017.
Right.
The desktop version do not support GIFs. And also the 2019 version does not support it, but you can code it differently, which requires some technical skills, and it might show.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you for clarifying this, Andrei. And I mean, there are some other cool ways to like animate your emails, but for that, you will need some like additional technology. Something that we use quite a lot actually with our clients, especially during the holidays time, is countdown timers. You guys probably like receive those emails with the countdown timer on top that shows you, say, like the end of the promotion or end of the year countdown timer or something like that. There are two ways of doing them. The first one is just like creating it as a GIF, but it will not be dynamic. Or second one, you can use like different tools that will actually help you to code this like real dynamic countdown timers. So tools like mail timers, motion mail, countdown mail. I think some platforms, some ESP platforms even have it as their sort of like part of the package or something like that. So yeah, this is a really cool way to animate it.
And just want to, so if you go to YouTube and type in how to add a countdown timer to your email, we have an explanation video, which is like 6 minutes long, but we explain step by step. It's a detailed tutorial how to add those countdown timer and how to set it up for your either newsletter or promo campaigns, or add it to your flows.
Yeah, and it's actually super simple. I'm not like a very like technical coder or whatever. I'm not a technical person, but it's like as easy as like literally adding like a little code to your email.
I think you're simplifying too much. Like, how many years you working in this industry?
No, I do work like for a long time here, but it's, I mean, they are very like intuitive, these timers. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't need to be like a advanced marketer to use them. It's like easy to add them, but they are quite powerful.
So your quick story, like there's one Ukrainian platform called something like Projector, and where I'm giving consultation for, I mean, I don't get paid, it's free, but people who get consulted, they pay, but they pay to this non-for-profit organization, and they buy drones for Ukraine. So basically it's paid consultation, but I don't receive money. So this is my way to donate as well. And typically how I consult people, I consult about America, like US market. And people ask me such a simple question, but those questions are simple for me because like, we don't even think about them. So that's why I say it's easy to set up, or it's intuitive for you, which we just like doing this so much. There's like, oh yeah, of course, it's easy, this and that. But other people, when they see it for first time, it might be not as easy. That's why there's we create a bunch of content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might, for you pros or advanced users might be like, oh, why did they create this video? But for somebody beginner or somebody who opened that software for first time in their life, they need to understand how it works.
Yeah, no, totally. I see what you're saying. I see your point. And even like living in UK, so many things are different here. I just started like ordering stuff to my home, and like sometimes I just like go and work from the office or whatever. And then they're calling me like, come and pick up your package. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just like leave it on the porch or whatever. Like I was doing like back home in Canada. But here you actually have to like physically be at home to receive the package, or you have to ask someone to to open the door for them. So so my life pretty much like revolves around like receiving the packages these days.
Around Amazon now.
I put them on my calendar. I kid you not. Like I literally put them on my calendar where I should supposed to receive. Today I received my dryer, which is like very fun invention. I haven't used it in a while. This is basically like a structure where you put your like laundry on it, because we don't have like washers and dryers here. We have like washers, and then you have to dry it just like on this string. So yeah.
Hold on. How about in Canada? Didn't you have dryer?
No, of course in Canada we did have. We are freaking, okay. I'm living like 20 minutes away from like US border. We are living like the same lives. But yeah, here in UK it's different. So yeah, I'm seeing your point. It can be different from country to country. But going back to countdown timers, they are really cool. We use them a lot for our New Year's campaigns. We use them a lot for Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaigns, and they are like really powerful visual tool, because they do communicate that like sense of like anticipation and urgency, and yeah, very effective tool. Personalized GIFs. Andre, do you use them, personalized GIFs, at all?
I mean, I don't work on projects as often as you do, so personally I don't. But I see that our team uses in some cases. Right. I like that example that Luigi did for one of our designers. He did it for, I call it Jort brand, but it's Jort. The wood watches. So basically,
oh really? I was mispronouncing them for all of these years. Are they Jort?
Me too. Hell no, cool. It's like GIF. I mean, the natives here, like they pronounce it Jord, but like I have no clue how do you pronounce Jord where there's J. Right. But anyway,
Clavia, right? So yeah, like same.
Andre, John, like same thing. Somebody called me John. I don't know how how can you misspell it so much off? Anyway, so what he did the watch, and it was like Luigi. I mean, he sent it as a task to us to see it, but it was like Luigi collection, and the Luigi was animated. Animated GIF, like first name, and each recipient who was receiving their names is what like Vera collection, Andri's collections, and so forth. So it's like extremely personalized. So it's not like only like, hi Vera. It's not like that stuff. But when it's image personalized with your name, and people love to hear their name, love to see their name, especially not misspelled. It works.
Yeah, we actually had this entire episode with Mike Ashleby from Clever GIFs. It was episode number 151 for those of you who want to go back and re-listen to it. But basically, there are these tools like Clever GIFs, for example, where you can like literally create customized GIFs using person's name, person's like address, city, country, wherever like the dynamic field that you want to use, you can use and add it to the to the hero image, which honestly looks even a bit creepy, because I was receiving these emails with like my name like written in the animated letters there. It does look creepy, but it kind of looks cool too. It almost feels like they created this email specifically for me, you know, that they put all of this like extra care to do this email for me.
like year ago or so, I was catch, like my attention was catch with like really good emails newsletter. They also did part of their image, but not animated, nothing, but it was like part of my like image, like, and perfectly designed my first name. I'm like, whoa, like did they design it for me? And I just double check if it was a marketing email. So it's like, oh, it's unsubscribed. So I did figure that it's not only for me, but it was so well designed that you're like,
Right.
oh, so special. So like lesson learned for you guys and gals. Try it, split test it, and see how it works for your campaigns.
Or, Andre, this is just like a plot twist. They did send the email to their entire list with your name in it. Can you imagine how cool that would be? Plot twist. But actually, I mean, I know that every time we personalize email, we see the increase in like open rates and conversion and stuff like that. But I remember Mike, the founder of Clever GIFs, he said that with some of their brands, they were able to increase their click-through rates with like for as much as like 80% or something. This number sounds insane, but I can see that, honestly. It does spark the curiosity when I see that they have my name written in the hero image. I'm like, what else? What else do you guys have for me? You know? So this is really cool.
One more thing, it's not about personalization, but gamification. And for this, you need to be creative how to do it, or you need to use AMP email, AMP. This is technology inside of emails, and I believe we have also videos on YouTube about AMP. We'll include under the description of this podcast. But Mr. Beast, the Feastable, what brand he has? Feastable or the chocolate?
I thought it was just Mr. Beast. I thought that was the name of the brand as well. So I don't know.
Feastables. It's a chocolate, and one of the emails they send, it's a button and say like, the first person who pressed 500 times on this button will win something. And you need to press 500 times to reveal the discount code. And I forgot. I saved LinkedIn post because their chief of marketing, they posted the numbers percentage, so it was like 1,000 something like percent click rate.
Oh my goodness!
which is like or even few thousands. Like, I mean, it was through the roof. But that kind of thing works only if your brand is so playful. Like if you're professionals and you send this kind of email, people like think you're crazy. But Mr. Beast, you know, like he likes challenges.
It's very on brand for him. Yeah, it's very on brand. But I wonder, I mean, you can technically do the same as just say like click 200 times on this CTA and just have a regular CTA. Who knows?
I see the Enjoy the Woods, a Ukrainian brand.
Brand, yeah.
Yeah, they're extremely popular in the world of the maps, wooden maps. I like how they did it, but they didn't use AMP. They just used some HTML coding where you have to put the puzzle together. You know, those puzzles that you have to shift. And when you shift pieces together, it shows you the map of the discount.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I wonder how long did it take them to build this? I mean, it's so laborious, right? Like so much effort would go into that email. But I can see how it can be rewarding, how it can work. That's cool. Can you resend me this email? I'm just like curious to experience it.
Sure. I will, and also I will include the link to the post under this video. Under this video and also under this podcast. If you're listening to it, there will be link to my LinkedIn because I recorded the video and how it works.
Cool.
Listen, Vera, if you don't want to spend, I mean, not you, but if people don't want to spend much time with the GIFs, just send the plain text emails. They work as well.
They do work, actually. I'm in the process of completing this huge A/B test I'm doing for one of my clients. And spoiler alert, they work.
There's a big letters in my gym says, the worst workout something, the worst workout, the one you didn't attend or the one you didn't make. So it's like same thing.
Yeah.
The worst email which
Love
you
it.
did not send. So it's extremely important for you to send emails to your audience.
I love that. I love that. Awesome. Well, here you have it, you guys. Everything we knew about the GIFs and everything that we shared with you. If you have any additional questions or if there's something that you'd like to share with our community, please go to our WhatsApp channel and let's connect there. And also, you guys, all of the references, all of the materials that we mentioned in this podcast, they will be in the description down below.
Thank you. See you next
Thank you so
Thursday
much.
or Tuesday. Sorry.
See you next Tuesday. Take care.
Hey, if you're watching this and you like what you see, please hit subscribe and hit the bell because it helps us grow our channel.